My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate in 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
Beleza. Agora sem matar ninguém. Dessa vez esse sucesso.
Try not to work too hard.
Beleza, chefinho.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Ah, tá. Interrogatório. Vamos. Tá, pra onde que é o negócio mesmo? Ah, vou de carro, pô, lá em cima. Ui, o travessão da rua. Aí é lá numa subidona. É isso. A parte tem aberta pra tu, meu brother.
Slow down! Going too fast!
Detonando o carro já de começo. E ainda estou com a consciência pesada por ter matado o filho da puta lá, mas acontece, acontece.
Stop just ahead.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her stories that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
This ain't the red carpet, so get out.
Beleza.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Tá. Ei, mulher. Não vai ficar
Mrs.
puto comigo, né?
We would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
Mulher, eu tô trabalhando, não
What about
quero
me, June?
flertar
I'm
não,
a big
pô.
fan of
You?
Beast of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Verdade ou mentira? Ela disse que não se lembra.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Ó, Mark Bishop.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He's a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Foi fácil, então.
This is a
Entendi.
big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
Entendi o conceito de difícil do brother aí. Tá, pra onde eu vou descer aqui? Pra onde que dá te descer ali, brother? É muito alto, caralho! Aqui. Achei. Que acho que o queridão que se pular ele cai, né? Coitadinho. Se pular ele cai e se machuca, né? Claro que se ele pular ele vai cair. Nossa, tô lesada hoje. E aí? E aí, careca?
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Calma lá. Vamos aos poucos. Não temos pressa. Placa do carro? Meio que foda-se. O negócio bateu forte mesmo, então, né? Tá. Caralho. Que velho doente.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Nossa, que velho doente. Then Jesse, please, Dean, come home if you're about.
She's a long way from home.
Tá. Julian will have to help. Miss your phone. I must get so pretty now. Dear Jess, please. Querida Jess, por favor, come back. Volte. I can't. Faz sentido que algo ruim vai acontecer. Choro por você todas as noites. Sua amada mãe. Então ela só vazou pro sonho de Hollywood. Meu querido, vê se não tem mais coisa, filho. Ah, tá louco. Tá. Porta-malas só tem isso. A mina bateu com a cabeça.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
É.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Outro lado lá. Os carros antigamente eram realmente bem mais lentos, todos, né? 140 km o máximo ali.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Nossa. Bizarro.
We should speak to Ballard again. She might not be telling us the whole story.
É. Vamos lá falar com a véia. Tá chapada ainda, né? Bom. Vai saber o que o maluco queria fazer com a menina.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember...
É, isso daí é claramente mentira.
Mrs. McAfee, you're lying. Wasting our time. You know what's going on here. You just won't tell us.
You're sweet. But simple, too. The burden of proof is with the law.
Puta que pariu, eu errei. Duas drogadas. Cabeça pequena. O barranco. Ah, que bosta! Era pra eu ter usado a cabeça, eu já perguntei sobre a cabeça.
All get sorted out. This is the way things get done in Hollywood.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news house.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
Que velho, filho da
We're good
puta.
here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Got friends who work at the Examiner. How about $5 for the exclusive?
Sou péssima nesse jogo, cara. Caralho, já entrou dentro do carro, irmão. Tá com pressa, hein?
KGPL to car 11K, 11K. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
11K, Roger.
Vamos pra lá, então. Olá. Vamos sim descer pela escada.
Watch what you're doing!
Descendo pela escada. Eu já ia dar toda aquela volta? Tá maluco. Cadê a menina?
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
Obrigada. Ok?
You can't hold me here. No.
Eu tô...
Better since this morning, Jessica.
Doctor, I need my lawyer.
My head still
Where
feels
is the
swimming.
telephone? Do you know who I am?
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
We found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage.
E o velho doente.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
Vamos ver isso aqui agora. Pela ver.
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
What do you know about Bishop?
He makes movies. I had to do a screen test. That's when you say some lines in front of the camera with the lights turned on you.
Putz.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Mulher, fala as coisas.
Someone tried to kill you, Jessica. Do you get it? Forget about being in movies. It's time to act like a grown-up.
I had to wear a robe and lay down on a stone. There were lights, a camera. It's not my fault. I'm not a bad girl. Why are you trying to hurt me?
Thank you, Jessica.
Que isso, porra? Eu só quero te ajudar, menina.
If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
Caralho, a mina é alucinada.
Tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her. There she goes. Come on.
Bora. Que carro feio dessa tia, hein? Você tá advogado.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
Óbvio que sabe. Ah, mano. A menina era mais escrota também. Querendo ajudar ela. Ai, mas eu quero ser uma estrela de cinema. Ih, fodeu. Tá, não me viu, tá bom.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Bora.
You recommend recommend a special?
Ai, que bosta. Caralho, velho, virou na hora. Tá maluco?
Get in there and see what she's up to.
É só ficar do lado da porta, tá bom então. Fala, velho. Putz. Cara, o que tem que fazer? Não tem que entrar no café? Eu tô tentando entrar no café.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee faster next time, honey.
Baby? No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it! You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls! I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
Que fofoca. Eu sendo burra, era só pegar o jornal. Não sirvo pra jogo. Pra jogo assim, gente. Que isso? Burra pra caralho. Buzinou pra mim, tia?
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments. She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803. Oh, shit. You better step on it. If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible. If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or he'd done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just for looking at his brother.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story? I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch...
Now look what you've done!
Não era a intenção.
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
Está óbvio, né?
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Que porra?
Got it. Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
437 East 8th Street, unit to handle code 3 identified.
Caralho, onde que é esse hotel, mano? Desculpa. Chegamos. Não bati. Foi pra cutscene. Oh, Phelps.
You the cops? I tried to stop them. It's room 803, left out of the elevator.
Ih, rapaz. Mó tranquilidade pra acionar o elevador, né?
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Look, lady, I can pound you or I can pound your husband.
Give it up! LAPD!
Vamos lá, soquinho, soquinho. Pelo menos agora tem um brother pra me ajudar a lutar. Tá, porra. Vamos, mano. Tá... O quê? UFC agora? Vai lá, careca. Cala a boca. Vai, brother. Tancou bem, hein? Meu brother caiu. Bukowski, tu não é muito bom nisso não, hein?
Are you injured, Mrs. Bishop?
I'm all right now. Those horrible, awful men.
Perhaps you should sit down, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Forgive me, officers. I'm very flushed. I'll just sit down for a moment.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am. Take a moment while we look around.
Yes.
Hmm.
Just look at this mess.
This isn't what we're looking for.
É, meio óbvio, eu sou um livro, né, porra. Isso aqui.
Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen. Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Interessante. Um disco.
Probably nothing.
Toca uma aí. The General.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Vai saber se tem alguma coisa aí. Nada. Na cozinha. Eu devia jogar quase tudo, né? Ah, legal.
Circumstantial.
Circunstancial. Nada. E Cowboys. To Mark Bishop.
Presented to Mark. Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica. Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Seria uma péssima detetive porque eu ainda não entendi nada o que uma coisa pode ter a ver com a outra. Money.
Doesn't look like anything.
Isso aí.
Nothing significant.
Vai saber. E que esse papel ali? Tá. Boa. Boa, moleque. Amen.
Maybe. No.
Para isso. Estátua.
No good to me.
Mano, tem tanta coisa aqui pra ver. Essa parada de prata, tem uma pintura. Aqui tem coisas.
Incidental.
Anelzinho.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Nunca tem ligação, né? Escovinha.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Tá, saquei. Ó. Cheques de 20
What do you have
mil.
to do to earn $20,000?
Tá, não. Tem um negócio aberto aqui.
I doubt it.
Não, porra. O livro aqui, cacete. Não, fodendo o livro aberto, nada. Nada a ver. Sim, então tá. Só cenário. E aí, mulher, vamos bater um papo.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Dúvida, né?
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Paradeiro.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Isso parece ser verdade.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Ok.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Errei. Não, acertei. Ó.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Ela parece ser sincera aqui.
The girl is named Jessica Hamilton. She was drugged. You should tell me what you know, Mrs. Bishop.
My husband is no saint, detective. He's going to have to atone for his own sins.
Ih, fudeu.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Telefone, cadê o telefone aqui? Os caras chegam telefonando, né?
Operator, give me R&I.
Na casa dos outros.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thank you.
O cara se esticando todo depois de levar um pau dos malucos ali. É mole. Ah, tá o elevador aqui. Vamos marcar pra não ter que ir, né? Pra... O elevador abre de novo o elevador.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife. We're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
É. Da onde que fica a saída, né? Pra lá? Pra lá. Bora pro carrão de novo. O carro antigo é muito bonito, né? Tá todo sujo o carro. Que é isso? Pelo menos agora tá inteiro depois da cutscene.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in.
The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
Yeah, you'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and the cat.
É.
This officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street.
Mas abusadores de criança tem que tomar no cu. Eita porra, quebrei um farol. Estão abertos. Só quebrou um farol, porra. O que é um farol? Vamos lá prender esse maluco. Esse daí eu deveria dar um tiro. Cara, esse jogo ele fala de uns assuntos meio tensos, né? Ok, meio óbvio que ia falar de uns assuntos meio tensos, mas bem pesado. Vamos lá. Autosave. Verso. Não gosto de gente que faz isso com outros.
LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ! I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Olha, careca. Não apronta aí, irmão. Véi da van. Muito louco como que eram feitas as coisas antigamente, né? Os cenários e tudo. Era um PNG gigante. Hoje em dia é CGI.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Careca.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Olha os remédios.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Pois é. Olha as cabeças bizarras. Vamos dar uma olhadinha lá, então. É doente, caralho.
Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
Ah, então onde que é? Outra cabeça bizarra. Será? Lá fora?
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop is doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
I have a drugged up 15-year-old girl, and you have chloral hydrate in your drinks cabinet. You give me something, or I will break your fucking jaw, Hopgood.
Bishop was here with June Ballard and the girl. A lot of producers and directors use this place. I'm not responsible for what goes on here.
Não. Certeza?
What's the deal with you and June Ballard?
Look, buddy, I make props. I hardly ever meet the talent unless it's something tailor-made for them, like a sword or something.
You and Ballard are blackmailing Bishop. That's why he cracked.
You got nothing on me. My hands are clean on this.
Chequezão, né?
I'm about done with you and your accusations.
Como assim eu errei, velho?
I have some friends in the LAPD, so I won't be leaned on.
Mostrar todas as pistas. Ah, mas... Jogo. Como é que eu vou entrar ali, cacete? Ah! Bom jogo. Enfia as coisas na puta que pariu.
So this is where you sprang from.
Ah.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch. Straight up.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr.
So
Cohen.
you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have, yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying, wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. And how can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh? Yeesh.
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, Surrettes. Great. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey, hey! You don't like my offer? The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
Caralho. Bem doente essa porra. Tá, jogo. Jogo. Pode ser jogo. Jogo? Que isso tá carregando o jogo? Não crasha o jogo. Isso aqui é o quê? Bizarro. O que é isso aqui? Alguma coisa interessante? Ou é só uma garrafa aleatória? Uma garrafa aleatória.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Facona. Meio que... Acho que foda-se a facona. Tá. Ih, que doentão.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
Isso aqui é o quê? Birita. Los Diablos. Teste do sofá, realmente. Rapaz. Que velho doente. Quero saber onde o maluco tá. Acessório silver screen, set do filme. Vamos falar com o outro maluco lá primeiro. É cúmplice, né, porra? No mínimo.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
You have something on him, and now you're gonna rat him out to McAfee's goons.
And how do you figure that, brain boy?
Oh, meu Deus. Bobina de filme? Que é isso? Bobina de filme.
I never liked Bishop. He always made out like he was better than everybody else. He was no better than any of the other big shot creeps who came in here.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Nah.
Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
O maluco é outro escroto, mano.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part, happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. To stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
Uau. Aí vi moral, aí dei moral. Essa porra. Que isso, porra?
Need to be closer, Cole. They really don't want anybody to get the Bishop before they do. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Ai, que bosta. Sou péssimo dirigindo isso. Calma, jogo.
We need to lose those fools, Phelps.
Quase morri. Deu sucesso.
Let's see him chase us now. On to the movie set, Phelps.
No.
Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McCaffrey really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately.
Ora, vamos
We
pra lá.
don't get to dole out the justice.
Mano, esse foi louco. Agora o negócio tá ficando bom. Adrenalina, caralho. Quebra-pau, tretas, Hollywood. É no meio da cidade, velho. Como assim?
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it!
Ah, mais um correndo, velho.
Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit.
Por que que vocês todos têm que correr?
We're trying to help you, Bishop. Code 3, KGPL. This is all a big mistake.
Para de correr, brother. Vai. Vamos, mano. Cansa aí, brother. Não tem um jeito desse maluco correr mais rápido, não? Não, ele não corre mais rápido que bosta.
Us or McCaffrey's boys, your choice. I didn't do anything.
Ué, pula, filho. Pula, querido. O cara não quis pular, mano. As ideias. Tá, ô bonitão. Que porra foi essa?
Mark Bishop, stop. LAPD.
Que porra foi? Ô, filho, vai, pula, brother. O cara não pula, o cara tá com medo de pular, eu acho. Vai, filhão. Confio. Ei, vamos respeitar. Que mistake o quê, mano? Engano, porra de engano. É um puta do lentão. Onde que tem engano nisso? Vem, homem. Para de correr. Como que tu não cansa? Cara, teu set de filmagens tá meio fudido. Tá caindo aos pedaços essa bosta. Mano, para de correr, chega. Não cansa. Daqui a pouco vai nós dois morrer, brother. Decida-se.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
Tiroteio?
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
Agora ele tá sendo legal. Papa, porra.
Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me.
Eu sei.
Chance to back the hell down.
Eita porra, calma. Cadê?
It's this way.
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die! Now! Oh my God, they're everywhere.
Cara que é bom, mano.
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
Pular?
LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
Come on, it's this way.
Tá, tô indo.
Really the best McAfee's got?
Cadê os caras? Ah lá! Caralho! Nossa, certo, não tem como. Eu sei, querido. Tá, peraí. Cadê o cara? Tem um lá em cima ainda. É, muito longe. Só estamos com a pistola, né? É foda. Tá, já entendi. Nem eu. Ai, Phelps. Headshot.
This is all Ballard's fault.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Foi? Foi. Quase que não, mas foi. Ainda pegou o chapéu.
There's a ladder leading to the ground.
O quê? Tá.
There's an army of them. We're done for.
Cara, se tu não tivesse fugido de primeira, a gente já tava salvo. Mas tu que quis fazer esse doce todo, então tu que lute.
Get him over here, I'll cover you. Come on, the cavalry's here.
I should have known that bitch was trouble.
Tá. Onde? Ô, filho. Caralho. Acertei o chapéu do brother.
Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
É onde tá esse aqui? Aqui? Não tem visão. Aí é foda, né? Não ter visão das coisas. Tá, como é que eu vou atirar naqueles galão ali? Será que dá? Nope.
I'll kill every last one of you if I have to.
Tá, filho, vai na escada. Foi. O cenário tá destruído, mas estamos aí.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
Ih, rapaz. Sucesso. Muito que bem.
Get into the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there.
Ah tá, eu ouço os coleguinhas, não vamos atirar no coleguinha. Atirar no coleguinha não é legal. Tem outra aqui? Gangster, pô.
Now this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin. for statch rape and attempted murder, so he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You've developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
Ó só. Brabo. Agora compra um terninho melhor, né? Que você tá meio merda. Ah, o escroto.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you didn't. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
Isso tá estranho, hein? Esse pau mano quer me colocar nos esquemas dele.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yeah, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me,
Que maluco filho da puta.
It was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Mano, eu quero dar um soco na cara desse maluco. Ele é um filho da puta. Em todos os aspectos. Ok, promovidos. Promovidos, legal, show de bola, sucesso demais. Não há nenhuma base para o caso até que saibamos o que aconteceu com Jessica ou ela nos conte, ou sua tia June. Tá, deu certo, tá bom, promovido, show de bola. Pelo menos não matamos ninguém. Ok, matamos os caras lá dos escrotos lá. Mas dessa vez não fizemos cagada completa. Então tá bom. Mas é isso, então. Pelo menos por enquanto.